Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rotor Talk Live, Season 7, Episode 36, DJI Neo Releases 9/5/2024. Sounds like a plan. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Let's see who well we got in the house. I know we got a pretty full house here. My goodness, you guys are rocking the house here. Jody, drone shots, Waypoint New England. I gotta freeze my screen here so I don't be you don't hear me talking double here. All right. Dr. Ted is here. David Martin Graff, Joe America, Jay Bird is here. Let's see who else we got. Mark White, welcome, Mark. Good to see you. Richard is here. Welcome, Richard. David Martin Graff. Let's see who else. Art's in the house. All right, welcome. Well, I kind of felt instead of my normal intro, I'd play it, but I'd get a copyright strike. I'm out of Facebook jail. I felt like playing Folsom Prison by Johnny Cash because that's what stupid. Stupid because I don't even know why. Okay, seriously, I have no idea why I got put in Facebook jail. None whatsoever. None. Zero. I have no idea, but I'm out. Okay. Who knows? I just seriously, I don't know. I had some people say maybe it was some political stuff. I don't post anything political on my timeline. I haven't done that for almost 4 years. Okay. I have a group for that, and I have a Facebook page for that. So I don't post anything out there politically. That's where all that stuff goes. And then I have live streams on Rumble. So if you're interested in following me, email me at billthedronereviewer@gmail.com, and I'll tell you how to follow me for my live streams. I try to do them about once a week. It's been a couple of weeks, but they're pretty good. And I've also got some good news about that. For those of you that followed me on Patriot Talk, okay, my channel got deleted off of YouTube. Go figure, okay. But the good thing with that was, what happened was I also recorded them on Facebook, okay. I sent it directly to my main Facebook page. And what's nice is they pop up in memories. And I know how to copy those down and download that to video. So I've been downloading those quote unquote lost episodes. They're out on Rumble now. Almost all of them are out there. So every one that I'd lost, I've gained them back. So that's good news. That's really good news. Captain Ray's in the house. Welcome. Good to see you, Ray. Cooley's here. Welcome, Cooley. Good to see you tonight. Today was a banner day for our family. Truly a banner day. And let me see. I hope, this is the one I want to show. Ellie had her first day of kindergarten today. And that's Addie. That's my daughter. That's my son-in-law, Andy. That's Victoria. That's Andy. There's Ellie. She's holding first day in kindergarten, September 2024. And that's Addie right there. Addie was this spitting image of her sister. Just wow. I'm kind of at a loss for words about this, guys. I really am. I really, John Olson, welcome. I'm really at a loss for words about it. I don't know what to say except wow. Okay, our big girl is in kindergarten, and this surprising thing, which I didn't know. There's a picture of her by herself. The surprising thing, which I didn't know, was it's all day. They're in school all day, guys. I don't know. Wow. Wow, Joe. I didn't know that. See, I have Joe. I have no idea why. Okay. I know I deleted a bunch of stuff the other day, but I'm like, what? I don't know. Anyway, it was a great day for our family. My granddaughter had her first day of school. Hopefully this weekend we had a phone call the other night. Hopefully this weekend we'll have another phone call, and Grandma and Grandpa will talk to Ellie and find out how her first day was. Here's a good thing. We're gonna be spending a lot of time. Thank you, Cooley. I appreciate that, David. They sure do. They really do. Way too quick. Okay, way too quick. Last night. I think it was last night or the night before. We talked to them. Of course, we talked to Ellie too. And I was telling my son-in-law, I said, Ellie may find a DJI Neo under the tree for Christmas from grandma or from grandpa. Okay. Grandma would probably not want to have parts of doing with that. And I said, will I get in trouble? And my son-in-law laughed. Okay. So yeah. So we'll find out about that. We'll see how that's coming. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. Want you guys remind you guys that this Thursday, I'm not sure what time Ron's going to be on, but I'll be on. I think Ron will probably start the stream maybe at least 8:45, 8:30, because the release time is at 9 a.m. And you know that all the retailers will probably have it live at 9 a.m. DJI really all that is anymore is, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. All it really is that they released their trailer for the Neo. So we'll see that. So yeah, James, you know what? You're gonna have a lot of company. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of company about that. So yeah. So it was a great day today. I was so happy. I'm so happy for our granddaughter. She knows her teacher's name. She's smart as a whip. Okay. She takes after my daughter. My daughter was just boom. School was not a problem for her. My daughter was very intelligent, but she worked her butt off. Okay. And she worked her butt off. She got good grades and she did very, very, very well with that. Very well. Greg Pittman, welcome. Okay. Yep. Just time for Paul's stream to start in the morning. Yeah. 9 a.m. Go figure. But yeah, I'm going to be live. I'm going to be on with Ron and Marcus, and who knows, other cast of characters will be on. Johnny Drone Buyer, as Marcus calls him now. Yeah. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Make sure you guys tune in. It will be Thursday morning, probably 8:30, 8:45 on Drone Nation. We're going to have a blast. I guarantee you we're going to have a lot of fun. So look forward to that. Also tonight, we stream on Build a Drone Reviewer. Okay. We also stream on Build a Drone Reviewer Classics. And we're also streaming now. It's going to be a permanent thing on Build a Technology Reviewer. So for those of you that are watching on Build a Technology Reviewer, welcome. And we're glad you're part of the stream right now. That's going to be ongoing till as long as we have Rotor Talk Live. We're going to be doing that from now on. Just kind of expanding the audience, and it's a technology channel, and we talk about technology here. So yeah. So that's we got. I'm trying to bring up. We got so much stuff here. Okay. Tomorrow's what? Yeah, tomorrow's the 4th. Okay, and actually, the really good articles this week were out on Drone XL from High Kesteloo. And let's go ahead, and we're going to share the first article here. Let me go ahead and get that going. Okay. All right. GoPro Hero 13 dual mode launch set to shake up action camera market, 9/4/24. GoPro is gearing up for significant release on September 4th at 9 a.m. tomorrow with the highly anticipated Hero 13 series. According to an announcement on X, formerly Twitter, the company is set to unveil not one, but 2 models in the Hero 13 lineup. Very interesting, okay? 2 models, double the excitement. Breaking from tradition, GoPro plans to launch 2 versions of the Hero 13, the Hero 13 Black and a second variant possibly dubbed the Hero 13 Black Pro or Hero 13 Silver, okay? The strategy aims to cater to a broader range of users with different needs and preferences. The primary distinction between the models is expected to be the sensor size, as a source familiar with the matter. The difference will allow users to choose a camera that best fits their specific photography and videography requirements, okay? Rumored features and improvements: enhanced battery life with a new 1900 milliamp hour battery, improved processing power for faster performance, 4K video recording at a whopping 240 frames per second. That's incredible. Introduction of Hyper Smooth 5.0 for even better stabilization, better low light performance, new lens options, including macro and anamorphic lenses. Okay. Official pricing hasn't been announced. Industry insiders speculate the Hero 13 Black will be priced similar to its predecessor at around $499. The second model's price point remains unknown, but is expected to offer a different value proposition. Drone XL's take: the release of 2 Hero 13 models show GoPro's commitment to innovation in the face of increasing competition. This move could have significant implications for the drone technology sector, where GoPro cameras are often used for aerial photography and videography. With GoPro's making waves with its dual model Hero 13 release, the action camera market is heating up with other anticipated releases. The yet-to-be-announced DJI Action 5 Pro is rumored to be in development, potentially offering improvements on the Action 4's already impressive 4K 120 frames per second and rock-steady stabilization. Okay, and there's a little bit more on that. And, of course, I was able to post this out on Build a Drone Reviewer Facebook group, so go ahead and read this to your heart's content. But it's exciting. You know, it's exciting. See, this whole show is going to be nothing but good news. Okay, just absolute positive good news. Okay, and this is good. I really like. I think the competition between GoPro and DJI with action cameras, I think, is fantastic. It drives each to be better, and I'm real thankful, because I know, while I haven't had a GoPro before, from what everybody's telling me, the 12 was a vast improvement, and the heat dissipation and things like that have gotten significantly better. So hopeful it's the same with this. Now, in light of that, and I was gonna bring that up and I didn't. I thought I do have get it up on. I do have it on Build a Drone Reviewer here. Let's go here. Okay, yeah. Well, we've seen a lot from Jasper Allen's. Igor really hasn't been quiet, because he's been prolifically posting, and there was something out there today. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to share this here. Lo and behold, look what somebody spotted. The DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Okay. Price. Okay. This looks a lot like Best Buy here. Okay. Didn't say what it is. $489. DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Wow. There it is. It's waiting to be had. Waiting to be had. You know, it's going to be very interesting to see how the Osmo Action and the GoPro Hero 13, either model, will stack up against each other. I'm real interested in that. I think it will be good. You know, I have been incredibly impressed. Of course, you know, I'm coming from the Osmo Action 1 up to the 4. You know, I've got that earlier this year, and it has knocked my socks off. I've just been incredibly impressed with that. And I'm sure the 5's going to be just as well too. I mean, my gosh, I would make a bet you're probably going to see the 4K 240 with that as well too. 4K 120 is absolutely fantastic. There he is.
Good evening, Bill. How are you tonight?
All right, sir. How are you tonight?
Good. I see you got my favorite little action camera up
there it is. It's ready. It's ready for you to pick off the shelf at Best Buy, Ron.
I'll stop over there after the show.
You know, I'm ready to go myself. You know, when I saw that Igor posted this picture today, and I'm like, that looks a lot like a display case at Best Buy.
I'll scoop the Neo up and the Action Pro at the same time.
Yep. There we go. I mean,
I'll get the manager in big trouble.
Oh, wow. Somebody is definitely in trouble with this one. Okay. For getting this out. But the price, $489. And, you know, we just talked about the Hero 13 being $499. It's coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Wow. I mean, you know,
how much for the Hero?
They said the article by High Kessler said $499.
Okay, so they're basically the same price then.
Basically the same price, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you're
not going to get the inferior one to save $10.
Yeah. Well, did you see DJI has the Action 4 10% off on the Action 4?
No, I didn't see that. Well, yeah. It's been $299 for quite a while, Bill.
Yeah. Well, they said it's additional. Now, I don't know if the 10% off is off of that or not. Wow. If it is, that's pretty incredible.
It's been $299 most places for a good part of the summer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got mine back
in. And the GoPro Hero 12 has been like $349 for the longest time too. So both of those have taking, price cuts kind of all summer long.
Well, the GoPro Hero 13 lists 4K 240 frames per second. That's insane, Ron.
Yeah, I don't know if I need all those frames in my life.
Wow. I mean, well, and it's perfect for what it does for an action cam. Okay.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Mounting it on a bike or riding a skateboard or going surfing or wow.
How much 240 frame per second video can you watch? I mean, that's going to be a long video.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. Okay. That's going to be very long. Who knows?
I guess just good for little snippets.
Yeah. I think if you do that, like you said, that's a good point. If you do it in little chunks, okay, showing part of that at 4K 240, that's going to be okay. But if you do it, you can't do a long snippet with that, okay, because it's going to take forever. And the way you do videos, the way people do videos in order to get attention, that's not going to work. Okay, you need the shorter the better in terms of keeping people's attention.
Nothing I do, I need any more than you already have. The 4K 120s as much as I'm ever going to need. So them adding slow motion that's not pushing me to hit the buy button.
Exactly.
I know, like you said, there is a part of the market that's a big deal for. So I'm glad they added it. Hey, John Olson, Greg Pittman, how you guys doing tonight?
Yeah. Well, was yes, I am. White New England. We're on. That's now permanent. We're streaming on Bill of Technology Reviewer as well.
We're dual streaming tonight.
We're triple streaming. We always have been streaming to Bill the Drone Reviewer Classics, which used to be, I changed the name of that. Now we're also streaming to Bill the Technology Reviewer too. So
okay,
yeah.
Do we stream to Facebook also?
No. But some nights I do get a stream out to Twitter. Here
okay.
we've done that before. So Ron, if just real quick, and I wanted to make sure that we mention this, okay, for Thursday, what time are we planning on going on the air on Thursday morning?
Well, we'll wait for Marcus to come on because unfortunately, I have a doctor's appointment was scheduled months ago at like 10:30 a.m. that morning, and it's more than an hour car ride for me, so I will be on the road during the entire show, which I guess will run from say 9 to 10 or whatever, a few minutes before 9. But I won't be missed the whole show. But Marcus is setting everything up and. He'll be handled, so I hope you can come on and help him out that morning. Bill.
Absolutely. I've already arranged my time off on Thursday morning, and I will be there with bells and whistles on.
Hey, a little bit of Neo Nation on Thursday, Bill.
Yes, we're going to have Neo Nation on, and I wanted to share. I shared this with the audience earlier. Talked to my son-in-law and my granddaughter a couple nights ago, and I said, Ellie may find a DJI Neo under the tree for Christmas. My son-in-law busted out laughing. Okay, and Ellie said, "Grandpa's getting me a drone." I said, "Grandpa may be getting in a lot of trouble with my daughter." Okay, so I don't. I said, we don't know yet. Okay, I said, Grandpa will make sure that you're happy for Christmas. Okay,
you tell her to keep that in the download for now.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what we're going to do with that, Ron. It's just going to be, we're just going to kind of like button that talk up right now. So yeah, we're not going there at all.
Bill, did you let the folks know that you started a new Neo Facebook group?
That is a great conversation piece there, Ron. Yes, we do have a new DJ. You know what? And I'm going to.
Bill's going to get the link for you folks out there.
Yes, I want to get the link.
Who want to, and if you the early subscribers to the Neo channel, you'll be special members.
Yes,
the ones to subscribe before the drone's even out.
Well, there he is.
Oh, all directly from right back from Hawaii, huh?
That's right.
He probably still doing laundry.
Hawaii, yeah.
Now I have posted the link for the DJI Neo Series Owner Support Group USA. It is in the chat, so you guys are more than welcome to join. Of course, we have all the who's who of the drone community have already joined. So the rest of you guys,
Marcus Crawford's even in there.
Marcus Crawford, he's a charter member.
He joined from Hawaii.
He joined from Hawaii, absolutely,
Yeah,
all the way
yeah.
from beautiful Hawaii. Yeah,
He probably joined at a luau or something.
more than likely, yes. But while he had his lays on and was eating barbecue out there, and just having a good
Had a
old
drink
time.
in a coconut shell.
Yeah,
A luau every night.
a
Yeah.
luau every night.
Yeah.
I really seriously have to ask you, how was your trip, Marcus? Did you have a good time?
Of course we had a great time. I got to tell you, boys, I flew the heck out of that Mini 4 Pro. That's the only drone I took with me, and it was certainly up to the task. It did just fine. And I flew it actually multiple times every day. So
Awesome.
Marcus can't
Marcus
can't reveal that he had the Neo there also. He's under NDA on that. These folks aren't going to tell anybody.
Yeah.
No.
Me and Greg Pittman got the Neo, Ron. So I know Greg will have his review out on Thursday morning.
Will you have your Action 5 Pro review out also?
Well, I didn't get that, Ron. I heard you did.
Well, mine's sitting on the shelf down at Best Buy. Bill's got a picture of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see Igor posted a picture of it? Let me go ahead and bring that back.
Well, they got some competition from the new GoPro. It sounds like to me, Ron. Did you see that?
It's only a $10 difference.
Well, not only that macro lens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. It's sitting in the case at Best Buy, ready for us to pick up.
And Bill, what did you say the release date is now?
For the GoPro, it's tomorrow morning at 9.
The GoPro's tomorrow.
And they're talking it's going to have 2 models. I don't know if you guys were aware of that.
It's going to have a smaller one, yes.
Right. There's going to be a smaller one. Don't know what they're going to name it, but high Kesselou and no pricing on that. But the one, the Hero 13 in black is they're estimating $499, which you look at the price for the Action 5 Pro, it's $489. So,
Bill, I hope they don't call that small GoPro the GoPro Nano.
They might. Don't know.
You get confused, yeah.
Well, it's time for DJI Neo Nation. Okay, we are.
Of course, nobody's gonna have any money left after they pick up that Hero 13.
Well, tomorrow. We're gonna really the piggy bank is gonna go empty here because the GoPro Hero 13 is coming out tomorrow. The Neo's coming out on Thursday. Action 5 maybe in the next couple of weeks, and then hot on the heels of that, before I wanted it. Did I have an iron? Yeah, hot on the heels of that, and High Kesselou had an article. I know I put up the icon for the Neo, the Air 3S. Air 3S new sensors and Fly More combo revealed. Fly More combo and controller. The leaked photo shows the Air 3S retail box revealing to be available as part of a Fly More combo. Interestingly, the package includes the DJI RC N2 controller, suggesting DJI is using the same remote as the DJI Neo drone. One of the standout features in the leaked image is the presence of a TOF time-of-flight sensor array on the front of the Air 3S. This addition could significantly enhance the drone's obstacle avoidance and AI tracking capabilities. Okay.
Bill, that's the thing that's got me excited about it. This is the one that I'm kind of getting pretty hyped up about. And that time-of-flight sensor is a big deal on the.
Yeah, it is.
That's really going to help with obstacle avoidance. And
now, Marcus, just give us like a layman's explanation of what this new sensor is going to do.
Time-of-flight sensor is LiDAR. So think of radar, but instead of radio waves, they're using light. They're using an infrared light. So when you look on the bottom of your drone, you have a time-of-flight sensor. Well, let me grab a drone.
And LiDAR's been on our iPhones for a couple of generations now.
Yeah. So I can show you. I mean, I don't know if this is boring to people or not, Bill. Tell me.
No, go for it. I think this is great.
So this is the Mini 4 Pro, and you see these two little windows right here.
Yep.
That is a time-of-flight sensor. One of them is a transmitter. The other one is a receiver. And what it does is it measures the time that that light wave hits something and bounces back, right? So in this case, it's telling your drone how close it is to the ground. So the downward sensors are optical flow sensors. So that what that tells the drone is, am I moving or not? So that's how your drone, it helps it stay still in space. It can tell if it's moving by the downward facing cameras. The time of flight sensor, or LiDAR, tells it how far off the ground it is. So now if you have one of those on the front of the drone too, it's going to tell it how close it is, very precisely how close it is to an object.
So that would come real handy in a situation where you would lose GPS for a few seconds or a minute or whatever. You would still hover in place and you would still not bump into anything going forward.
That is the beauty, particularly of DJI drones. So if you think about it, Ron, you have a barometer inside of the drone, right? And the barometer, it can only be so accurate. I mean, it can tell the drone, I don't know how accurate they are, but how high off the ground it is.
Marcus, I read for just for a second, they're a lot more accurate than the Hubson barometer that was in
yeah. That's true. But the reason that they started adding time of flight sensors and optical flow sensors is to refine that so that it knows exactly how far off the ground.
There's no DJI drop going on.
Yeah. And by the way, the time of flight sensor, it's not good. Like if you're 100 feet in the air, it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's within, I don't know, I'm 30 feet of the ground or so. Yeah. Is the only time that does any good. The optical flow sensors, I don't know how high, but they do tell the drone whether it's moving or not. So anyway, it all adds up to, that drone that we see. It's not just GPS. When that drone is hanging there like it's hanging from a string, it's
is this the first DJI drone that's got that sensor on the front?
This is the first one to my knowledge, and that's what's so exciting to me. I've never. Yeah,
I agree. This is something I am excited about as well too. And what they're talking about here, and this is High's article. The Neo's launching on the 5th. The Action 5 Pro following soon after. Air 3S likely arriving in October. So it's a busy time of year for DJI. And
Bill's gonna be expensive fall.
Yeah. And I'm gonna throw this into the mix too. Okay. Nobody hasn't rolled out a Mini 5 Pro. Okay. I mean, because it seemed like it's an annual event, usually in November, before Thanksgiving, that they came out with a new mini drone.
Yeah, I mean, Jasper did come about a week ago and say there currently are no legitimate Mini 5 Pro leaks and rumors. All the current ones going around are just made up.
Right.
But that doesn't mean accurate, true ones won't pop up next week or whatever. But all the ones that you heard previously were all made up according to Mr. Jasper Ellens.
Right. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at some things here.
And Bill, real quick, you forgot the Hover Hover Max Pro that's coming out in October.
Yes.
Two hovers, including that 8K one.
Yes, they're coming out, and I know it was very interesting that they're going, because it's crowdfunding, and what they said is, that those who have paid for it will be crowdsourcing, be getting it at the end of October,
or your money back.
November. Was that
or your money back?
Your money back? Yes.
So that's a pretty strong statement there.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of nice to talk about new drones come out, something besides DJI for a change.
Yeah, I'm truly excited about that, and I think that's going to be a great drone. I really do. I really think they've got it down pat.
I hope people got to have any money left for those new hovers after everybody buys that Neo on Thursday.
Bill, can I put in a shameless plug?
You can put in a shameless plug, Marcus. Go for it.
Drone Nation on Thursday morning at we'll probably start a few minutes before 7 a.m. my time, 9 a.m. your time. We're going to have a Neo just go live special. I don't anticipate, because we know so much already, I don't think we're going to be online for too terribly long, but we'll check it out. our fearless leader, Mr. Ron Brown, is going to be on the road that day. He
Right.
may or may not be able to make an appearance, but yeah, hopefully we'll.
I will be there with bells and whistles.
And
I've
I
already
definitely will
arranged-
make an appearance in some Best Buys up in around where my doctor's office is that morning.
Ah, there you
There
go.
you go.
There you go.
And Marcus, we already kind of came up with a tagline for Thursday morning show: Neo Nation.
There you go.
Neo Nation for Thursday morning. Why not?
Neo Nation.
And
Double
I will.
N.
Ron already told me, Marcus, and I will be there with bells and whistles on. Just
And
drop
maybe,
me a
maybe
link.
we could twist that famous Johnny the Drone Flyers arm to come on with us that morning.
Well, it won't be Johnny Drone Flyer. It'll be Johnny Drone Buyer.
That's true.
It'll be Johnny
Yeah.
Drone Buyer. on
Or
Thursday
Giant
morning.
Neo.
Johnny Neo.
If it's priced like they say, why wouldn't you buy one? Is kind of how I'm looking
Yeah.
at it.
Okay, let me.
Really?
I know Bill wants to get onto a thing here, but real quick, what should I do in this scenario? I get into my Best Buy, and say the only one they have is the $199 one or whatever. The Fly More bundles sold out or not there. Do you just pick up what they got, or do you hold out, or?
I'd hold. If it was me, I'd hold out. But
I hold out too.
Because hopefully I got controls at home and work with it. All I have to do is order some extra batteries at some point.
Ron,
That's the quandary.
you are a man among men. I am certain. I'm absolutely certain that you could make that decision at Best Buy, and whatever decision you made would be the right one.
Because I may only have a split second, and there only may be a couple on the shelf. I may have to make that call, and in a split second.
Well, I'll tell you what to do. If you're in that quandary, give Bill a call, and he'll tell you what to do.
I will tell you what to do. Well, it'll be like Walmart on Black Friday. Okay. Yeah.
We're kind of laughing. I'll probably be the only dummy in Best Buy asking for the Neo that morning.
I'll bet you there'll be a bunch. Let me. So okay, we're on that subject. Do you guys think this is going to be the best-selling DJI drone of all time?
It has the potential to, and I'm going to say this, all right, and I want to tell everybody out there right away, okay?
Yes.
As soon as it goes live in whatever retailer is your preferred of choice, hit that buy button. Don't hesitate, because I'm going to tell you what right now. Okay.
Do you think there will be limited quantities in
I
this
think
Bill?
by 10 o'clock, you may be getting a message. It may be, it's out of stock. Okay. And I'm talking, whether you're doing Amazon, Best Buy, B&H, Adorama, or the mothership itself, DJI. I'm thinking they are literally, and no pun intended, going to fly off the shelves.
Which package do you think will sell out first, Bill?
I think the 329. I think that'll sell out like crazy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So you do not hesitate. And the other thing is, okay, if you were thinking about the $199 deal and you wanted to get extra batteries, okay, here's a tip. Order the $199 by itself, then order the batteries and anything else separately, because they'll probably ship differently. Because if you bundle all that together, it'll hold up your shipment, and you don't want to do that. Okay.
And the batteries can sell out very quickly too, Bill.
Yeah. And like exactly, Ron. Batteries and these other accessories, controllers, everything else, okay, they're going to fly off there, okay? And some of them may not even be available. Like if you go out onto DJI's website, it'll show that you can put your email address and we'll notify you when it's available, kind of a thing, okay?
Hey, Aaron has a comment in the chat.
Yeah, I was just pointing that out too.
A combo with goggles.
So the rumor is that there's going to be a cheaper set of goggles available at some point. Not immediately, but
not tomorrow.
Aaron, I will bet you that not immediately, but I'll bet you at some point there will be a combo with goggles.
Budget price goggles.
But in the meantime, we do know it's going to work with the Goggles 3, which is good to know.
We'll stick with Richard's comment there. Richard said the manual, the instruction manual was released on PDF like yesterday.
Right.
He said he scoured that thing and there's no mention of it in there anywhere that it works with the RC N2.
I doubt it does. Because they mentioned on purpose the RC N3, so I think that's that it's going to be the RC N3.
But-
So Ron, your point of
it won't work with the current controllers, but it will work with the current FPV gear.
yes, I agree with that. Yeah, that's we're just spitting in the wind a little bit, but based on what we've seen so far, I believe that's the case.
That's probably true.
Which
Now,
doesn't make sense to people because the goggles or whatever and controller for the FPV are on the same version of OcuSync that the RC N2 is on. So that won't make sense. I know there's other technical reasons probably, but it doesn't make sense to the what do you call it, the everyday drone person.
The consumer.
It makes it sound like it's a cash grab, just making a controller just for making a controller.
Ron, everything that DJI does is a cash grab. Never forget it.
Oh, absolutely.
How about a major cash grab? Can I put that word in there?
Yeah. I like this picture here.
A greedy cash grab.
Yeah. This picture that Bill's showing right now, a woman's purse and all the things that she, her lipstick, what's that, her vape or whatever it is, and everything she's carrying in her purse. But of course, she's going to bring her little Neo along. Yeah, I got to have that.
With perfume, sunglasses, lipstick, wallet, and then the Neo and her phone right there. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is also the first time I remember in like eons that we've had access to the manual already ahead of time. You don't normally see that. Okay. This is just absolutely.
Remember, thanks Jasper Ellens, right? Or
I mean, these links on this are just through the roof. And
it's funny how somebody like Jasper kind of, he kind of slowed down on a couple drones ago, and now he's back. He's on fire on this one.
Oh, he's nailed this one, and I've actually had a little chat with him online.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He really is. He's very, very nice.
Yeah.
Because I asked him about posting some stuff out on his group. He said, "Go for it." He's don't ever hesitate. He says, "I know you, Bill." He says, "You're good." So, but yeah, I mean, seeing this information on here, ahead of the launch, I mean, this is really good stuff. This is really good stuff. I mean, you're looking right here. You're seeing, the Fly app, and you're taking a look at it, and it shows DJI Neo user manual, compact drone offers versatile control and intelligent features. Okay.
Well, how about even having the fancy return to home with the green line coming back?
The augmented reality.
The augmented reality. Yeah. Palm control and mobile app control, flight mode switching isn't available. DJI RC N2 remote control, toggle between normal sport and cine mode using the dedicated switch. Motion controller, switch between normal and sport modes via the mode button. FPV remote controller, access normal, sport, and manual modes with flight mode switch. I mean, I can't, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember, talking about a drone that has so many different ways to fly it.
I agree.
Bill, one thing I'm glad about is you suggested that they underpriced it. They could have got $1,000 for it. I'm glad they didn't listen to you, Bill.
Yeah.
Hey, so the other thing that I think is important to talk about the Neo that's just come out in a couple of days, because it was in that manual. I can't remember the guy's name. I read his. There was a guy that he just went through that manual a line at a time, and he came up with all the things. But for the people that think this is a Cinewhoop, it's not. It right in the manual. Yes, you can fly it with goggles. Yes, you can fly it with the FPV controller. You get it'll work with that, and you can fly it in manual mode. However, it says right in the manual that it will not do acrobatics. It doesn't have the power to do flips and loops. And
I can't do my barrel rolls with it.
You can't do your barrel rolls. So, and the only reason I mentioned that is because I think there were some people that were hoping that this was like some kind of a Cinewhoop, and it is not.
Tom, if it doesn't come out on North America this Thursday, it's the first time DJI lied to us, right, Bill?
Yeah, it'll be here. It'll be here, Tom. You can count on it. I mean, I'm just absolutely, positively, 100%. But
hey, just so they'll go call us fanboys, Bill. Richard put a thing in the comment there about the Neo's Loud drone. There's been a few little videos of it, Igor and Jackson leaking out, where it seems to have a very high pitched sound to it.
Yeah, it does. And that's from what I heard. And what they're saying is it's the way it was recorded on a smartphone. As far as the noise level is concerned. And I don't understand, because the smartphone picks up, it's recording, audio is pretty decent. It's not a DJI Mic 2 quality, but still it's pretty good. And it's going to be loud. Okay. I think that's just part of the nature of this drone. I just don't think there's any two ways about it right now.
They were trying to make that. I think they were trying to say they had the phone right up to the drone, because any drone is loud if you're standing right on top of it or whatever, or holding the phone right to it. It's how loud is it at 5 feet away, 10 feet away, 15 feet away? That's the key. Not how loud is it right in your hand.
Right. And that's important, Ron, because, we don't, one of the things when you're flying your drone, okay, it's going to be X number of feet away from you or yards away from you, and you're not really going to hear it, so it's not.
Except for the, what do you call the TikTok people that are going to actually use the drone as a selfie drone, and it will be somewhat near them.
That's true. That's very true. So who knows? Maybe it might wind down the ESCs for something like that. Maybe there's a mode, you put it in a smaller mode. It may slow the RPMs down for some reason. Who knows?
We'll know shortly, because hopefully one of the big YouTube channels that have it already, they'll even do a comparison test. They'll show you how the sound compares to, I don't know, the Avata 2 or some other.
You know who I think does a real good initial review video? Believe it or not, Potato Jet. I think he does. He does a real good job, like first out of the box kind of reviews. Okay. Not to say
he doesn't care if his video is 25-30 minutes long, where somebody like Aldrin, he's trying to get up like a 10-minute video.
Exactly. Okay. Potato Jet, he does a great job. It's just straightforward. It's where it's at. And he covers everything. Okay. You see everything. It's all in one video. He doesn't break it up, which I like. And I think it's good because it gives you a real good flavor for how that drone's going to be. But Aldrin's going to have his, Potato Jet's going to have his, Ken's going to probably have one, Billy's probably going to have one, Rick Smith's probably going to have one. We'll see on Thursday. That's the other thing that I'm looking forward to as well, is I'm going to spend some time on Thursday, especially my lunch break, watching as many videos as I can, because I want to get a flavor for how this thing works, how it operates, how it handles, all that. And when it comes in, it's going to be fun.
Bill, do you have a plan in place to who you think are going to order this drone from?
Yeah, I'm thinking if Amazon might have same day delivery. All right. So that's who I'm gearing to look at first. Because I know they've done that occasionally on a drone release date, is they've had same day delivery on that. So that's who I'm.
Marcus is one of the recipients of the same day delivery, right?
Yeah. So, Ron, that's a good question. I'm still kind of giving that some thought. Do I, after we're done with our show on Thursday morning, do I run down to Best Buy and wait by their front door until they open? Or like Bill said, perhaps you could order it on Amazon and have it same day. I often order things just through the mothership because, even if it takes 3 or 4 days to get here, what, really? I mean, we've been talking about it for this long. You're waiting 3 or 4 days. Big deal, right?
And one of the big things about ordering through Amazon is, they have a great return policy. All right. And I think that's something that people need to know.
Great point. That's an excellent point.
Because returning it back to the mothership, even though it happens, it takes longer than returning it back to Amazon. Because I know, I return a lot of things to Amazon, and my UPS store is about 2 miles away. So it's fantastic. Go there in the morning, drop it off, boom, it's done. And by that night, usually if it's $100 item or under, you get that refund that same day. As soon as the UPS truck driver scans it, you see that. So
obviously, if you take it back to the UPS store, like almost you're walking out of the store almost, and you have the money back.
Yeah, really. I mean, and that's why I almost always favor Amazon for that. because it'll more than likely be here same day, and also their return policy is good too. And their stock, but the thing is, and I can't emphasize this enough to all you guys out there, if you're looking to do this, do it right away. Don't hesitate. While we're on the air talking, okay, while Johnny's buying his, while we're online, you do the same, all right? Because it's going to go, and it's going to go fast.
I mean, for something, if I was at Marcus' shoes, I may do the thing where I may order it on Amazon or DJI, whatever, and still go down to Best Buy, just cancel the order if I do happen to get the one I want in Best Buy.
Yeah. I was just reading Mario's deal here. Let's see. It was not used. It actually,
I think you meant to say it was used.
It was used. Yeah.
That's went to Best Buy and got one.
That's pretty wild. I've never heard of that from.
And I've heard the other way around. I've heard people say they got it from Best Buy and it was all used.
Yeah. So Bill Grace makes a good point too. Like often when I buy from the mothership, well, every time they don't charge me Idaho sales tax. So
yeah, New Jersey doesn't matter.
Unfortunately,
it doesn't matter what vendor. I'm getting charged sales tax by every vendor.
Yeah, unfortunately, the state of Florida, that's because we don't have a state income tax. Okay, yeah, our sales tax is special here in Florida. That's how I'll put it. Okay,
right.
It's very special. But
hey, so let me go at this from just another angle here, guys. So as you know, I mess around with a lot of other bargain drones like Potensic and Holy Stone and Femi, etc. Does a drone like this little Neo, does it potentially put those kind of products out of business because of the price point and because it's so feature packed, right? It's going to have a gazillion features on it. I'm kind of wondering now, the flight time they're going to say is going to be what about the reality? We know it's going to be about 10 minutes or so, right?
10 to 12 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, that might put some people off. But
Marcus, let's take it a step further. Will this drone, the Neo, hurt the sales of the DJI Mini 4K?
I thought the same thing, Ron. It certainly could. Yeah,
that's a good point, Ron. That's a very good point, and I think it will, because I think and to Marcus's point about the Potensics and the Holy Stones and the other ones that are out there on Amazon, if you guys have ever had one, okay, because I've been approached by Potensic, I've been approached by Holy Stone. My last Holy Stone that I had, okay, I think it flew 500 feet, lost signal, so I brought it back, redid it again, same thing, lost signal after 500 feet. All right. And what it takes to get one of those drones up in the air, okay, you should probably get a Nobel Prize for that. And we should get one for Marcus because of all his due diligence with these. Okay. So I'm telling you guys, okay, getting that app to work and getting everything lined up and getting it up in the air is a monumental effort. All right. And then
they call those beginner drones, and I feel sorry for any beginners that get a hold of them. That's all I say.
Marcus, I hope that it doesn't hurt the sales of the Wii Phone drone.
Yeah, the poor little Wii Phone drone. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, I just feel sorry for beginners that buy that. And I'll be honest with you. That's why I review them, because you just don't see a lot of people presenting them in their true form. And I don't editorialize. I just show what it takes, right?
A beginner drone should at least get off the ground up in the air easily, right? If it doesn't do very well after that, then that's one thing. But you can't even get some of these beginner drones even off in the air.
Yeah. That last one kept flopping over.
The flipping and flopping. Yeah.
Well, and Jaybird raised a good point there. He says, cool part is, all the new people being introduced to the hobby, and he's right, very right with that. This is a great way to introduce people and to get them into flying drones. And and I'll never forget one of the first conversations I had with Kelly Shores. Okay, he said, you asked him what did he think that a great first drone was a SEMA X50, I think he said.
The SEMA X5, yep.
Yeah, the X5. Okay, yeah, and in that thing, and it's like, okay, you probably need to have a PhD to get stable flight out of that. All right. it's a real effort, and it really takes a lot of skill to do that. And
Well, I mean, but the C-Max 5 did kind of what we phones don't, because it didn't have an app or anything. The drone did take off. You know what I mean? The drone launched up in the air every time you put stick up. It didn't have GPS or anything, but it did go up every time. You had to be a master to learn how to fly the thing because it was manual, but it did take off every time.
Exactly, it did, and flying that was, I mean, you need to go to Top Gun Maverick school for the Navy, because that's the kind of skill it took to fly that thing.
And don't let a breeze come up, Bill.
Yeah, a breeze come up with that.
Talk about these light drones or whatever. That thing it made way less than Neo.
Yeah, exactly. So we've come a long way since then, but realize your Potenzics, your Holy Stones, and your drones along those lines. All right, they're not your friend. I'm going to tell you that right now. I mean,
well, Bill, the other point is the price of them too. They're often as much or more price wise. Yeah. So, I mean, it'd be one thing if those kind of drones were $99 or something, but they're not.
Yeah. Well, they put all those features in the drones, but the drone can't do the simple things well.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's not funny, but not funny, but a lot of people are sucked in, especially because of the price of some of these drones, saying, look, it's $199 or $299, and it does all this. It has a 4K camera. People see that, but yet they really don't conceptually have an idea of what a nightmare that is. All right. And this is why I think when people find out about the Neo, find out how easy it is to fly, how many different ways you can fly this, how easy it is to record something and either put it on your camera or get it out on YouTube. Okay. People are going to flock to this drone. It's going to be, I think, one of DJI's best sellers, as we'd already talked about, because it's so easy. I mean, you just, from everything we've seen and the options that you have to be able to fly this drone, the different controllers that you have to fly this drone, and no controller, it'll fly with no controller as well too. So, I mean, it's incredible.
Bill, I don't have any doubt that us old guys that buy drones will get it, but how effective is DJI's marketing to get those people like that picture just showed, the woman's handbag? How many non-drone flyers that only want to have it orbit them or hover them, how many are they going to sell to that group of people?
It's a good question. That's a very good question.
That is a good question. We don't really know, but it brings up a point, Ron, that's one of the things that I worry about. Is they showed the picture of the woman's purse, etc. What does she know about drone regulations or anything, right? Are we going to see somebody with one of those, they've got it tracking themselves as they're walking through the mall or whatever, and with that kind of noise that it makes, is there a downside in that it could create bad feelings?
And Marcus, would she be required to take the trust test with this drone?
Yeah, well, you would have. Yeah, you'd have to take the trust test. Yeah, you wouldn't have to register it, but you absolutely have to take the trust test, and you have to know the rules. But the point of it is, and we've talked about this before, DJI isn't going to put a list of those things you need to do in the box with the drone. They should, but they don't. So there's going to be hell. There's going to be dad sees it and, I'm going to buy that for little Freddie, that's 8 years old or whatever, and he's going to go out to the neighborhood park and
orbit it right to the nearest tree.
Or dive bomb people with it or whatever. So I worry about those kinds of things. I'm not saying who knows how much that'll happen, but even Ron, you're bringing up the YouTube influencers, the little girl that does her little makeup channel or whatever. So she wants to go outside and show off her fashion sense and all that. Well, she's right in the middle of her crowd, and here's this whiny little drone over the tops of people's heads. It may not make a good impression. That's what I'm saying.
And not help the drone community.
That's my point.
Yeah. And you know what? You're going to have that. But I think what DJI's been doing, I noticed with a couple of releases, is they've kind of put out some, you need to, in their introductory videos, they talk about the before you fly stuff. They talk about the trust test. Okay. And I think it's important, and it's important enough to them to include it in these introductory videos with several of their drones. I've seen them before. So, that's a good thing. So, you can't go out there and police a lot of these people, but I think some people are smart enough that they're going to realize that, hey, this is something that is different. It's going to require that you take this incredibly easy test to be able to pass something like this in order to fly it.
So, Bill, you have the intelligent shooting modes up there. So it does a follow, of course, a droney, a circle, which I guess it means kind of like an orbit, a rocket. It has spotlight mode, Marcus. And then it has a custom mode where it does direction track, helix, and boomerangs.
Wow,
Marcus, you're a fan of the helix, right?
Helix is one of my all-time faves. Yeah.
There's
so Thomas through one battery, just demonstrating all those quick shots.
Yeah. Tom was saying that it will do flips. You just need to be in a strong enough wind.
Marcus is going to flip it right off the edge of the canyon.
There you go. There you go.
Advanced features. Neo something general advanced capabilities.
Voice control. Users can enable voice wake up and control the drone using voice commands, intelligent flight modes, focus track, spotlight, POI, and active track, quick shots, and cruise control.
Cruise control, Marcus.
Normal sport, cine, and even a manual mode for the FPV enthusiasts. DJI Neo can be used as an entry-level drone for manual mode. It is suitable for practicing throttle control, maintaining altitude and level flight, the manual notes, cautioning against high-speed maneuvers due to propulsion limits.
That's what Marcus brought up a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Technical specifications, gimbal control range, -90 to +60. Internal storage available for saving photos and videos, 22 gigabytes. Quick transfer enables export of footage to mobile devices. Charging DJI Neo two-way charging hub can charge up to 3 batteries in about 60 minutes with a DJI 65-watt portable charger. Okay.
Yeah, you got to have a high enough wattage.
Are you trying to say there's not a charging brick in the box?
I would probably bet there is not.
You're not. If I ordered the deluxe package, I should get a charger brick, right?
You should, but they have been skimpy on that. That's kind of like what they've done with smartphones the last few years and this past couple of DJI releases. I went out and I bought. That's one of the things that I bought separately from the drone when I got the Air 3. Is I bought that 65-watt charger.
Here, this is the Anker 100-watt charger that we were hawking last summer. Like you can get this for like $20 on Amazon.
Yep.
And it charged because remember the Air 3 not the S. The Air 3 was the hardest drone to charge up, and you needed like a strong charge. Remember, a lot of guys got that Air 3 and it took them 8 hours to charge the batteries. Yeah.
And that's why, the companies like LK Top have come out with simultaneous charging. Okay. Yeah. If you guys stick around at Christmas time, I'm going to be giving away I have 2 Mavic 3 simultaneous chargers. I'm going to be giving those away. So stay tuned around Christmas time. They'll be part of the prize packages.
Yeah. Bill, didn't somebody leak out that the little Neo, the batteries charge simultaneously in this hub? Mm-hmm. And that's a first for DJI.
Exactly. And you take a look right here. You can see these are screen grabs of controlling it with the phone right here. And you're taking a look at it and what it looks like here, which I think is fantastic.
Wow. How about, can you imagine that, Marcus, them getting like, not active tracking, just the spotlight tracking down to something drone this small? Because even the Mini 4K doesn't have that kind of tracking.
No, and this is the first drone to my knowledge that DJI has ever put tracking on. The first drone that does not have obstacle avoidance. In the past, DJI has declined to put any kind of tracking on any drone without OA. This is the first one.
Another first. I guess because they figure this little drone can't hurt anything anyways. Except itself.
Well, the ducted props too.
Yeah, it's
I think
not gonna hurt people. It's not gonna hurt objects.
right.
Yeah. So, it's all over. It's all over, but the shouting, and just, have your piggy banks ready for Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Just that's where we're at, folks. Simple as that.
Log into your firm account and make sure you're up to date, right, Bill?
Yep, exactly. Make sure you're
Richard
all
wants
set.
to know if it can be used for search and rescue.
Yeah,
I would say
tell
yes.
your missing person not to go too far.
Yeah, that's it. As long as they don't go too far, because not that the drone wouldn't fly further, but you're limited by battery. So, what did they say, a 10-kilometer limit or range? Yeah, your battery wouldn't last 10
Well,
kilometers.
a Billy Kyle one where it's a one-way flight.
There you go.
It would be a one-way flight.
Yeah.
So, and again, listen to our pieces of advice that we've given here. I'm going to say this: if 9 o'clock or sooner, if it's available, hit the buy button. Get the Fly More package, and don't try to piecemeal it together, like buy the $199 and then buy batteries separately and all that, because I can tell you right now, more often than not, especially on the mothership's website, they're not going to be available. You're going to have to click or notify me by email button when those accessories are available.
It'll cost you a lot more to do it that way in the long run.
Yeah, exactly, Ron. That's a great point. So
now, Bill, for somebody that's still on the fence a little bit, would you advise them to wait and watch all the first the videos if they're still on the fence about this, and make sure it's a drone for them?
You know what? I would go ahead, if you're unsure, get it on Amazon, okay? Because Amazon has such a liberal return policy, all right? And while you're waiting for it, watch Potato Jet's video, watch Aldrin's video, watch Billy's video, watch Ken's
Air
video,
photography,
and watch Sean Air Photography's video. Go out there, get a whole flavor for these videos, see what it's like. If it's your cup of tea, go for it, okay? Keep it. If not, when you get it, it's easy as pie to send it back on Amazon. So,
or if it's one day delivery, maybe you can cancel it that same day.
Yeah, if you intercept them fast enough, you probably could. And it's all over but shouting, guys. So
right. Yeah, it's just a matter of tomorrow we'll be busy with the GoPro.
Right. We're gonna find out about the GoPro Hero 13 tomorrow.
And Bill, do you think with GoPro popping out tomorrow, you don't think DJI is going to let too much dust settle under them before they get their action camera out, right?
No, I don't. I think we'll see that in a week or two. I really do. I don't think they're in full mode, and I think they're probably they're probably just waiting to get enough inventory in stock before they pull the trigger. I think maybe we might see it in another week, maybe a week from Thursday.
Yeah, because we were hearing about the Action 5 Pro before we were hearing about the Neo.
That's true. That's very true.
Well, we went a lot this summer talking about the Air 3S. We called the Air 4 at one point. So we talked about that a lot. And then all of a sudden that got thrown in the back burner, and then we moved to the Neo.
Well, one thing that I would caution people is don't buy that Neo thinking that you're getting a bargain Mini 4 Pro or something like that, because
or even a bargain Nevada too.
Yeah. Just understand something about this drone, and this is, I think we've talked about it, but realize something. The drone is going to fit in your hand. Okay, this is not a Mini 4 Pro. Okay, it's going to fit in your hand. That's how big this drone is. Hold out your hand. For most adult hands, that's how big it's going to be. So understand that. And understand something else too, okay? That when you go outside with this, all right, if it's more than 15 miles an hour in winds, you're maybe 5-10 feet up in the air. You probably can't go any higher than that, because the wind push it around like crazy.
Yeah, I think what Marcus is ways too. Don't buy this thinking you're getting a cinematic drone or whatever. It doesn't have it doesn't even have the camera quality of the Mini 4K. Of course, it doesn't fly as good as that either, whatever. So it's
going to be good for short little bits of video, right? That's what it's going to be good for. And if you keep that in mind with it, then you'll be fine.
Know what you're buying. Hey, Bill, you have a question, chat, from MHM Photography.
Yes, 100%. Going to order the fly more,
100%.
100%, 100%. You know, and what's going to be nice is I'm going to take that up to every time we go up to Ohio. That's coming with me. You know, I may take another drone, but that's going to come with me as well. And I'm going to get my granddaughter to fly it because I want to get her with dad's supervision, of course. I'm going to get her out there because her dad flies drones for part of his job. So, you know, what better way to get my granddaughter, get her wings, than get her with this. So, and
hey, can we answer Eric's question in the chat here? Eric said, "What is it really good for?" Well, I'm sure
it is good for.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be good for the people that want to launch it from their hand and have it fly around them. I'm sure it's going to be a good selfie drone.
It's a selfie drone. It's the DJI even said it's a good starter to learn how to fly in manual mode, just to learn how to do throttle control and stuff. It's the gateway drug of drones, is what it is. Little taste of everything.
Yeah. Or as I've been saying, it's also could be the drone no one needs.
I think there's little question about that. I certainly don't need it, but am I going to get one? Heck yeah.
But it's a drone nobody really. If you already, like Marcus Crawford, if you already have the Avive 2 and you have the Mini 4 Pro, and you know, it's a drone you don't need.
I don't need it, Ron, but I want it.
Mm-hmm.
You want it today. We'll see how much you're flying in 6 months from now.
Well, you know, it's going to be fun. And, you know, and I want to, you know, I wanted to do this show to be an upbeat show and to be positive. Okay. Because there's been, you know, just
negativity
going on, you know, and one of the things, and I would be remiss if I didn't say anything, because you guys know I'm such a big hockey fan. You probably all heard the tragic news about Johnny Gaudreau.
And he was from New Jersey, Bill.
Right. He was from New Jersey.
South Jersey. He was from my area.
He and his brother were tragically killed by a drunk driver a week ago Thursday. You know, he played.
Was he on a motorcycle?
No, they were running 18-speed bicycles.
Okay.
Both he and his brother. And it was the day before their sister was supposed to get married. And you know, a couple of things here. Number one, you know, I had a really good friend that was killed by a drunk driver. So I'm real passionate about, you know what, if you drink too much, call a cab, you know, get somebody to take you home.
You got Uber and Lyft and all that now.
Get Uber, get Lyft, they'll take you home for free. So, you know, just do that. Okay. Number one. And number two, enjoy life to the fullest each and every day. Okay. Because we're not promised tomorrow. We're promised today. Live for the moment, enjoy your moment. Okay. And people have really stepped out and have been extremely generous to Matthew, who was the younger brother, who wasn't playing professional hockey. His wife is due with a child. They originally were looking for $30,000. They've raised $500,000 for her with a GoFundMe. And, you know, I know the Columbus hockey community because I was a part of it. I was a season ticket holder for several years up there. I know where Nationwide Arena is. You know, I've been there, you know, dozens and dozens of times. It's just incredibly sad. But, you know, focus on the good things. And he was such a fun guy. Watch his highlights. Enjoy his highlights. And that's what I've told people out there out ad nauseum. And, you know, and again, you know, a couple of things. You know,
how old was he, Bill?
He was 31.
Okay.
Yeah, 31. So as old as my younger son. I mean, just So. Well, that's it, guys. You know, want to thank Ron and Marcus for a great show tonight. You know, I know I'll speak for all three of us. You know, enjoy what you have right now. If you have the funds, go out there and be adventuresome on Thursday and join us. Make sure you join us on Drone Nation Thursday.
Get up early on Thursday. Set your alarms, Bill.
About 8:55 in the morning or so. Yeah. We'll be on. You know, having a lot of fun. I know Johnny Drone Buyer will be somewhere to be found. You know, so we'll make sure that you guys will all be set. So thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, as always, guys, it's a great day to fly. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening.